Underdawgs podcast. It's your host T. Lee and my co-host Jock Cowden. The most known unknown will realize.
Was pulling up, they acting like they couldn't see me. Now she wanna clean me up like a squeegee. I told her that's on me, baby, like yellow BZ. With the peanut butter tear like a Reese.
Everybody's plotting on their downfall and maybe not expecting them to win, but they come out on top anyway.
They don't forget the underdog when they see me. I hit them with the John Cena, they can see me.
We're gonna work hard. We're gonna stay dedicated. We're gonna be motivated.
I don't know. Being an underdog is probably more of a compliment for me.
Out of sight, out of mind. All I'm saying, just be careful who you idolize. I'm kicking this scripture just before the fame. Ain't no cap in my words, I go against the grain.
If you move like keeping it peach and keeping it real, like that's an underdog.
Surpass those long expectations. You're able to keep going no matter what.
You want to keep setting an example for people to follow. So the underdog isn't the loser.
Underdog is really honing in on your talents, dog. Don't let the compliments get you high.
But as an underdog, all you got is you. That's when you at your peers. You have to go through that phase so that you can be prepared for what's coming your way.
Yo, what it do, good people? Welcome to the Underdawgs podcast. You did what I'm saying. We back this week, back from Miami. Shout out to For the Culture Worldwide. Shout out to DVD Global Empress. Shout out to Swift on Demand. Cardi B producer we locked in with when we was down there. Shout out to Underdawg Worldwide, you feel me? GT Digital Distribution, Empire Record Label, man. It's going down real talk. But we got a very special episode today. We on the West Coast with it, you feel me? I feel like I'm time traveling right now. I feel like Doc Brown, on my Back to the Future, you feel me? But yeah, man, we ain't gonna waste no time, man. This season 7, episode 13, the Jack of all trades, featuring recording artist / content creator, Sacramento's own Kayla AK. But y'all already know how we do it. Before we bring in, we gotta let you know what's going on and see how she popping it out there. Real talk. It's Kayla AK billing on YouTube right now.
What's the difference? If I ever said I get it, I'ma get it. That's the difference. If I ever said I do it, I done did it. That's the difference.
And I came here to kill it, but they forced me to kill him. So of course I'm the villain.
No, I'm sicker than symptoms. Ever since my grandma stroked out and she done caught dementia, told my cousins that I got him. I go face off with depression. I can't fall in no depression. I've been cool off all the extras, and that boy tried to trap me, so I copped the gun. I don't want no scrubbers. Scrubbers, the guy that can't get no love from me, can't get no hug from me, couldn't front no dub from me. You knew what it was with me.
I beat to rap, what crack beat to rock. Every time that I pop, they jaws they all drop.
Just like these whole niggas, I can make they drawers drop. So
this is why I'm hot.
Hey. And what you think I rap for? Still pushing this rap for. Wish a bitch would I give her everything she asked for. Who they got in they mentions? Who they want in they section? Who been at it trying to not waste a second? Who been out here relentless and doing everything they mentioned? If I said that I'ma get it, motherfucker, what's happening? Why she pop out in Miami and they running checks? Back to Cali to St. Louis, all the way to Houston, Texas. Fraud bitch, since you out here talking shit, let's pop it next. This ain't pressure, ho. Wait until my foot's up on your neck. What's the difference? If I ever said I get it, I'ma get it. That's the difference. If I ever said I do it, I done did it. That's the difference.
And I came here to kill it, but they forced me to kill him. So of course I'm the villain.
No, I'm sicker than symptoms. Ever since my grandma stroked out and she done caught dementia, told my cousins that I got him. I go face off with depression. I can't fall in no depression. I've been cool off all the extras, and that boy tried to trap me, so I copped the con. Don't worry about me, bitch. Worry about wiping your nose. You a crash dummy, bitch. I know a couple of those. Been trying to check my DMs, logged out. It's too many. It's my time to turn up on these niggas. I'm too ready. Crazy. If you test me, then yes, I'm borderline. Play me, then play the victim. I think these cats have lost their minds. It's been cooking for a minute, like a pot roast. No, I stand on business, and these are pothos. You can get with this, cause I'm not those. Y'all gon' get it. I'm that bitch. I'll take the shiv and make it stick. I'll take your wig and make it split. Now tell me why you out here lying about some pussy you ain't get, or a dick that I ain't lick. Man, that shit just makes me sick. See, I'm who these copycats wanna pretend to be, and at the same time act like I'm the enemy. I give them energy like a Red Bull. I'm a monster. It's AK shot boys. Bitch, you know I party like a rock star. What's the difference? If I ever said I get it, I'ma get it. That's the difference. If I ever said I do it, I done did it. That's the difference.
And I came here to kill it, but they forced me to kill him. So of course I'm the villain.
Y'all already know, man. Real talk. We ain't gonna wait no time. I ain't gonna bring in big motion going on. Real talk.
Hey.
What's going on? Welcome to the podcast, the Underdogs Worldwide. But hey, real talk. I'm just blowing. Like I'm gonna let you know, cause I know you probably was like, how they just found me, or how they, you know what I'm saying? But like, it was on We Found ATL, and I had ended up doing the performance with them and everything like that. So I like, let me check their network out. You feel me? And they posted your video. So I'm like, I'm ear hustling. I'm listening. But I'm like, I was blown away by the references. Like, you don't just say stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, say it the regular way. You wrap it up uniquely so people can think and reference, like, ooh, that was cold, or like, that's hip hop. You feel me?
I tried to. I'm glad you seen me on it. That was a dope experience coming out to it.
Yeah. Big facts, you know what I mean? Like they real professional too, you know what I'm saying? I like how they
I'm up there. Shout out. Yeah, We Fam ATL for sure.
Yeah, I like that. But now Real Talk is a female artist, like I say. Like, I feel like you really that AK-47. Like, they gonna get sprayed down, they playing, because like I say, I don't hear I'm not it depends, you know what I'm saying? But most female artists right now, they just be talking about this like it's like a carbon copy thing. You feel me? But what I'm hearing, like, I'm hearing people rap in a way how I kind of do it. You feel me? I wrap stuff up for the listener to unravel. I don't just say it directly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a little fun with it where they can unravel it and be like, oh, that was brought out that from.
Try to a little more.
Yeah, nah, for real. So
it's difficult, man, because the music is very copy paste. So it's either you have to kind of conform or you have to stay true to who you are. But it's harder to get a platform that way. You got to bend a little bit. So I'm trying to bend a little bit, but still be on that AK shit, still laying it down, you know, like normal.
Yeah, like, you know, I feel like you do got to adjust to the time, but you as an artist too, like, you got your own sound. You already know you. So it's like, you the chef, you know the ingredients. You feel me? Everybody else, they don't know that. They trying to just, they fast, like fast food. You know what I mean? Like, they the type that go buy the food, invite people over, and then try to make it look like they cooked it. You feel me? Like, it ain't the same.
You gotta set the standard. You gotta set it.
Real talk. You a one-on-one when you like that. You feel me? So it's just like, I feel like with music, if you a real artist, you passionate about it, well, we're gonna jump into it. But I feel like when you already know you that for real, like, when you just stay true to what you're doing, it's a journey, you know. But like, I feel like everything align how it's supposed to be, and people, you know, come by and your opportunities come how it's supposed to come when you just stay down, you know.
Stay down. You just gotta keep working hard.
Big facts. I ain't know.
If working hard, it's gonna feel like forever and a day, and it already feel like forever. So
yeah, you know what I mean. And one thing I learned about this artistry, you know, I ain't gonna, like I said, this ain't about me. This your stage, you feel me? But like I said, I did my homework and noticed, like, you go way back to, like, you know, early days of doing it. So it's like I understand and can relate, because I've been doing music from 12 and 13, but professionally since 2012. And one thing I know is the industry still on who you know and who you network with. It's business, but it's all on who you know too. Still, like, it's a lot of dope people out here, but they don't know the right people. You know?
Yeah, you can have all the talent in the world, but just not know the right people. And I'm meeting some of the right people. I ain't gonna lie, I'm meeting some.
You don't trust me. Like I said, I'm gonna spill it later on you and everything like that. But you definitely, like I say, what this is, how we do it, we've been doing. We about 3 years in on this now. We using the internet for what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I come from the days without the internet, so I know how to maneuver in person and really build a relationship. But when the internet came, it's like, all right, how can I capitalize off this? You know? So it's like, we going worldwide. We over 100 episodes, 100 guests, 7 seasons. I'm touching all over with it. We worldwide for real. You know what I mean? From the East Coast, West Coast, down south, we locked in. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just artists either. It's like everybody, entrepreneurs under this, celebrity security, fitness coaches, chefs, like, we don't know all that type of stuff, you know.
Platform for everybody who got something going on.
Yeah, so just giving that platform, because everybody got a different story and a different perspective, but we all on that journey to reach success. So it's like, what way can we help each other out, you know? And your story is just as important as mine, you know, because it's about that perseverance, and, you know, because it ain't no easy path, you know, but we gotta each one teach one, you know. It's a circle of life. That's why I say we all connected. But yeah, enough of all that, you feel me? So we gonna talk about 2024. Like, what are some key lessons you learned that you're carrying into 2025 to help you stay ahead both personally and professionally, you know? And how did that year treat you overall?
Oh, 2024 was probably my favorite year in a long time, for real, because it's just probably my hardest working year. And I just put myself out there in ways I never did before. So I started working my way from the outside in. It's harder to make it in the city that you're from. So I started traveling, just meeting people and working and networking and hitting studios everywhere else. And then it just started growing. I just started meeting the right people. I'm like, let me shoot this video. Let me do this. Let me do this. So 2024 was like the year of just putting myself out there the best way that I can, consistently releasing music, hella features, music videos. It ended up working out really well. Honestly, like at the end of the year, I didn't sit there and tell myself like, oh, I didn't have a great year. I was like, how can I have a better year, a more productive year this year? Because you can't get stagnant. You can't just stay the same. Like, oh, I'm doing okay. My mind works differently. It's what else can I do? What more can I do? So 2024 was good as far as just getting into that work grind. And I have social anxiety, so I struggle with meeting new people. So I'm always used to just being in the house, not really tripping off anything. But I realized, yeah, I'm never gonna get nowhere if I'm just hiding in the house, scared to talk to people.
Yeah, nah, real talk.
It was a great year, and my advice for anybody that's just like trying to get through their New Year's goals is just stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Don't deter from the plan. My only mistake last year was a lesson learned, was letting people come around me to see, oh, she doing hella shit. She doing hella shit. Then these homies would come around, right? And they're like, man, I wish you would help me, put me on, do this. Feel the pressure to just like put people on that didn't want to do no work though. So I'm going to the studio. You don't want to work. You don't want to do shit. So I avoid anchors, because I had to get it myself, and all I ever had was the support of my family. So it's like, you niggas need to just get to work. Don't look at me. That was my only downfall of last year. But I didn't cut everybody off who was on that kind of time. I'm just focused on me, because I feel like if I can go get it, everybody else can.
Man, this gonna be one of the ones, you feel me? Because the type of mindset you on is how I look at everything too. Like people don't understand, like it don't happen, or this don't, like when you develop it so young, it's a part of your identity now. It ain't just like, no, I can just get up. You gotta really study the craft, learn the craft, and like it takes time, and then building your artistry too, And then over time, it's like, I don't care how long you stay away from doing music or whatever, it's always gonna call you. Like, for real. Like, it's always gonna be that moment. It's like a relationship. You just can't break up with it. You're gonna hear a beat, you gonna.
And a lot of people just aren't dedicated to that, That's
yeah.
Really, like, rapping sound fun to people, and it is a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
It's a good time, but if you're not gonna take the shit seriously, just move around. I don't know. I'm just one of them. Just move around me.
Yeah, it's an art though. You feel me? Like, this ain't no stick figure type of thing. Like, everybody can draw stick figures. You feel me? I'm an artist, really in depth with what I'm doing, so I'm creating murals. You know what I mean? Like, sure. a stick figure compared to a mural. A mural is what's gonna make me a memorable artist or make me a timeless artist, and that's my goal. End goal is to lead, like really do everything. You feel me? Like the money, and I learned all this stuff. Opportunities come when you align yourself. You know what I mean? So it ain't too much pressure on that. But like you say, the biggest thing is staying true to what I know. You feel my principles and more. So being an artist also, what I'm saying, the reality of juggling everything else in life. How life be life, and like, how is Kayla AK mentally feeling, as mental health plays the biggest role on how everything aligns with us from what we think to what we speak?
Ooh, so I am actually a big mental health advocate all the way around. I prioritize my peace. So even if something is like hurting me or is fucking me up, I pray on it, I meditate on it, and if it don't serve me, I get rid of it. So I just think that staying in a positive mind state, staying around positive people, if not, just staying to yourself. If you're not in a positive mind state, I'm a therapy advocate. If you got things you need to talk to, it don't matter if they big, small, talk to somebody professional. You feel me? Don't put everything on your people all the time, So I stay cool just by that. I go to the studio, I get my feelings off in there. I got a close circle I could talk to here and there about certain things. And I got a motherfucking therapist. So that's my 2025. Y'all get into therapy. Try
it. Real talk. Like, that's very important, because if you don't take care of your mental, you're just going to be running around here lost in the sauce for real.
Crazy, or putting it on somebody else. Like,
accountability. as we push the importance of knowing ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, how would someone closer to you describe you? Like, describe Kayla K. Like, what type of energy you bring in the room, or what type of vibes you bring?
I bring real energy. I'm very intuitive, so I'm just the kind of person to come in the room. I'm here to have a good time, but if your energy bad, low key out of there, I'm just real. I'm positive and I'm real. So that's the guy. That's what everybody say about me. My brother over here right now, he always say I'm one of the realest people he's ever met. So not a fake bone in my body, just nothing. But I'm with that shit though. That's what I'm saying. So it's like the energy bad.
Respectfully, you know what I mean? Respectfully. Yeah.
However they want to take it, you know. But I'm all cool until I'm crossed.
I feel that. You feel me? Like, I just reserve a little bit of my energy for, like, if you play with me. You know what I mean? But I'm just not gonna go around playing with nobody. You know? Like, we grown. You know what I'm saying? Everybody grown. Like, you know what you doing and why you doing it. You just think I don't see it.
Pop somebody in their mouth.
Oh, you gotta pop in the mouth like a little toddler talking crazy.
Little something light.
So you grew up in Sacramento, Cali, huh?
Yeah.
Sacramento. So for those who may have not visited, like, how would you describe your hometown? Like, you know, and what was your perspective like growing up though?
I grew up weird. Like, I was half in the hood, half with my mom. Sacramento it's chill. There's nothing to get excited about. Our rock scene's pretty big out here. As far as music goes, just my upbringing it just kind of made me who I am. Kind of looking over my shoulder all the time, just ready. Don't gotta get ready.
Ain't it? I'm thinking we all, when you come up with certain experiences, we all parallel to that. Like, certain environment.
I see some crazy shit in my life coming up out here in Sacramento. It gets a little dark, but you know, I just, like I said, I'll be in the house if I'm not leaving the city. I gotta go.
Nah, real talk. So when you look back on your journey, who or what do you feel really shaped you into the person you are today, you know, even in your artistry?
So honestly, I shaped myself, but who got me back on track with the music is my brother. So after I had my son, I kind of started tapping out, doing that typical shit where you're like, job, life, responsibilities, kids, tap out, and you just lose the faith. And he came to me, he was just like, we were smoking a wood, and this nigga was like, are you just done rapping? Are you just gonna be a fucking lame now? Or what? And he was like, you really always had it. He was telling me, like, I've been telling you since day one, you always had it. I don't think you should just throw it away. You should just do it by yourself. Stay away from these other people. Because I was mixed up with the wrong music friends. My brother brought me out the trenches. It was like I was in a hyperbolic time chamber, just healing up for forever. It's like, it made me blast off. I used to be so surrounded by other people. Like, it wasn't just me doing this shit. It was me and my closest friend trying to do the rap shit. And it never made sense. I just needed to be myself, be my own artist, find my own sound. And yeah, if it wasn't for him, I was just gonna be done with it. So after that, I just started taking off like crazy with the work.
Nah, fact. Shout out to your brother though. You feel me? Because like we need people like that, because it's like I said, it's a long journey and it's a long road. You know, especially when you've been in the mix with it so long. It's just like it's you. It's your identity. We like that percentage of people that got that type of gift, you know what I mean? Like a chosen one or something. Because when you ask a lot of people, like early on, you be like, you can rap, or you rap, like, I can't do that. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it just hit different. But
it does.
So how long have you been doing music professionally, and what would you say were the pivotal moments that led you to take, you know, music seriously?
Professionally, I think my first time stepping into a studio was 2016. Oh my God, I was so nervous. I was sweating. Like,
talk about it.
Room, and it wasn't even hot, but I was just like freaking pouring sweat, and I was nervous. But then I started rapping, and it was like everybody who was at that studio, even if they were in a different room working, they started coming out. The engineer, shout out Smalls, they were just like, holy shit, because they had never heard me in my life. I had only ever rapped in front of my few friends and myself. So I never had that confidence, like going around strangers and having them hear me. It was very different for me. when they did hear me, they were just like, yo, like, why are you not famous? Who are you? What are you doing? And I started building some confidence from there. But like I said, I had that fucking dead weight homie that was just didn't want me to do no songs by myself and all this other shit. So even though I was professionally recording, I wasn't recording alone. So them couple years went by. And then this last 2 years, that's when I just been just doing my own thing, this solo, amazing career. And I built a lot of confidence while doing these initial studio trips over the years back then. So now I just be in there like it's nothing. I can't believe there was ever even a day that I was scared and I was so nervous. Like it was crippling. I was, but I did it.
Nah, it's that feeling of something new though. You know what I mean? That's really what it is. But once you get in your bag, like it just be effortless. You know what I'm saying? Like
you're like excited but nervous.
Yeah.
Like when you're gonna get on a roller coaster and you're like, oh, I'm scared as fuck, but it's lit once you're doing it, you know?
Man, I know that feeling too, man. Being that roller coaster, your stomach be like, man, not today. Oh, real talk. So so who is Kayla K's top musical influences, dead or alive, and why those specific artists, and how did they impact your sound and your approach to music?
Okay.
Only 3 though.
Only 3.
Only 3.
Only 3. I'm shooting straight in with Lil Wayne. He's always my number 1. He has been the most lyrically diverse, very vocabulary, metaphors, similes off the chain. No one could tell me a goddamn motherfucking thing about Wayne because he's always just been one of the best lyricists, and he presents his art in such a mainstream, fashionable, lit ass way. He has been a great example of just hip hop and rap culture. I fucking damn near see him as the face of it. Number 2, I'm gonna give it to fuck. So hard for me. I'm gonna give it to Eve.
Nah,
it
hit everybody like that.
I love Eve.
Yeah. Rough Riders.
Killing hip hop.
Yeah.
Her flow is one of the first, like when I was in the radio in the car as a kid, and Let Me Blow Your Mind would come on, or Gangsta Lovin' and shit like that. And I'm like, okay, like she got a crazy voice, crazy dope flow. And I was like, I could be like that. Could I do that? Yeah. So I really liked Eve. And then my number 3. Oh, everybody hate me for this, but I'm gonna give it to Eminem.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like that album. I like I'm hard.
I think he's also very lyrically diverse. He ain't never had to say nigga in none of his rap songs, so I love that. I respect that. Anybody who had a little bit of a fucked up childhood, you know, you could always relate to them early days when he was dropping, but he almost made it cool to have dope fiend parents, nigga. You know, he bopping your head in the car and shit. So I've just always loved him. I've loved seeing him change into even the artist that he is now, and just everything he's been through in his life. That is definitely 3 artists that continuously inspire me. So
yeah, I remember I had that because like it was a point in my life where I was consuming all type of artists from every region. It wasn't just specifically you just listening to down south, like it was everybody, you know. Now I remember Eminem dropped that, was it Curtain Calls or something? Yeah, and like that album went so hard to me, and like it was just his demeanor when he do music videos. He was very playful in it too, but then also like he was serious but playful in the sense too, you know, to get his point across.
He didn't give a damn then. He don't give a damn now, and that's what I like the most about him, and the longevity of not just Eminem's career but Lil Wayne's. I know Eve, she like settled down in her life. She don't really do music anymore, but those 2 are at the age they're at, and I'm not thinking about their age. I'm just like, god damn, they have had some long ass careers, and they're continuously dropping shit that is playing on the radio that's top charting. That's the kind of shit I aspire to be like. You know, like I don't want to be hot for a moment. I want to be hot for life. These are hot for life for sure.
Timeless music is everything, and it's a lot of music that came out in that era. Like I'm still bump to this day. I'm more like early 2000s, 90s hip hop, R&B. Like I'm still there. Like I'm still here. Like in this current time, that kind of, you know, it's a couple of artists and stuff I vibe with, but like majority of the time, I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, when I want to feel a certain way or take me back to certain moments, like it just hit different back then. Even the choreography and the music videos and the industry was just different back then.
The music sounded different. It felt different. I'm very much always listening to everything before 2000. I would say like the latest I go 2012.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
99 to 2012.
Facts. Because 12 was like that futuristic. I remember what it was. Roscoe Dash, Travis Paul. It was a lot of fun music then, you know.
Everything was fun. The music's not terrible now, but it's just
substance diluted. I'ma just say it.
as fuck, and I don't even know what the hell is going on. You know,
man, bro, I feel like my brain cells be fading away after I listen to a song, and it ain't nothing but like I get art is art, but I don't want to hear nobody yelling for 5 minutes, and I'm like, bro, what I just listened to, like.
Or say one word every 15 minutes. It's a song's just quiet as hell.
Somebody doing some ass mirror trap rec. I'm like, bro, like I don't get it. Like I be just lost, like, cause I'm just what I consuming, but like to this new gen or whatever they call them now. I don't know what they call them. Gen alphas and I like they gonna think that's the hardest thing ever because that's what they know. Like, but I'm like, man, y'all.
They're starting to find shit from 2010, like, this fire ass throwback, and they're like, the sounds are going viral on TikTok, and I'm like, this is the real music, like, you know, like, that's why I'm using all these sounds now because your shit suck.
Yeah, I mean, gatekeeping is gatekeeping, but like, it's a certain extent where you do kind of need it a little bit because back then you had to have talent for real to like, you know, they was on that, you know, but now it's just.
Shitty people in the industry. No, not at all.
Boy, hip hop was, man, and then think about it. You going against Fab, Jada Kish, and all them, and up north going crazy, George Santana, and you think you just gonna come out like you can't play with it. It was a time where like the South wasn't getting that much respect because the up north was doing it, like you know, just lyricism,
killing it forever. Like that down south sound is irreplaceable, honestly.
Yeah,
I think the closest dude that got close to bringing that back was NBA YoungBoy. He got close.
Yeah, NBA, yeah. NBA,
whatever.
He gonna shake, but he gonna shake back though. I like his energy. He young though. You feel me? Like he just.
I love when he gets in that bag, like, and just has these crazy beats and shit. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he got versatility too, cause he be just going all type of ways with it.
He does.
So, when you in the studio, what does your creative process look like? Like, what part of creating the music do you enjoy the most?
I like how, so I go to the studio 9 out of 10 times ready to go. So my song is prepared down to the punch-ins, ad-libs, whatever. So I don't like to waste a minute of studio time. I'm a hustler, so I can't waste my studio time smoking. So when I get in there, I'm straight to the booth. And then, like I said, usually the song is ready. So I'll just do a few takes and I'll just like catch the vibe for it. Once I catch the wave, it's over. I usually just start like when I really got it in my zone, my eyes are closed, I'll be moving around, and that's how you know it's gonna be the take. Now, in light of trying to change shit up a bit, when I went to Vegas recently, I went to the studio with my song like a quarter done. And I was like, I'm gonna build it in the session with the engineer, and I'm gonna tell, them what I'm trying to do. So I was writing as I went, and I never did that before. It came out fire. Now I've done it twice. I don't know what's better. I like having my songs prepared, but something about doing it in the moment is cool too, because you have to simplify your shit. Like we were talking about earlier, it's just too much. I be giving people too many bars. Like they can't process 4 minutes of bars. So I gotta cut my songs in half, and I gotta dumb them down. So I
feel that.
My creative process has been dumbing my shit down to fit this mainstream era. So it's been interesting.
Now, like a person that really consuming, like I say, from an artist to an artist, I'm gonna catch everything you saying. That's why I say if I listen to it, I'm catching everything you doing. Like that's how I listen to music, because that's how I grew up consuming it. But you got some people that just like, man, they just wanna, especially the mic.
They want it to be catchy.
Yeah, microwave. It's the microwave era. It ain't no 3 verses no more. It ain't.
I'm trying microwave music. I'm trying.
they just in and out.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, even in the clubs, when the DJ play your records and they break them, they only playing the first chorus and maybe the first verse. By the second, by they come back, they like. So yeah, it ain't like how it was back then. Even with the
It doesn't
DJs, the
feel like it
politicking.
was.
Yeah,
The
the
dumbing down has
politicking.
been weird, you know, like it's so because I want to say all my bars. I don't want to cut, you know, these bars off and do this and do that. But I've been having to do that and simplify my music. So it's like it's a different way for me, different way for me. But I'm still always gonna be that artist. Like the rap songs are always gonna be hard. But I'm trying to get into that. There's a little more catchy, little catchy looks and shit. You know?
Yeah, fast.
That's what they
So
like.
so looking at your catalog, you know, which 3 songs would you recommend to someone who never heard your music? Like, what do you think each song says about you as an artist?
Okay. So Wake 'em Up is my favorite, my number one pick. Has a visual as well.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
And that song's just like, hey, like, I'm here. This is what I'm on. And I'm about to shoot bars for every piece of this song. There's no hook, there's no nothing. I am rapping for like 3.5 minutes, just straight, tearing them up. And it sets a standard for who I am as an artist. So no matter what happens down the road, you ain't gonna forget. Don't try it with me because I still got them bars. Number 2, which is my brother's personal favorite, is Runaway. That's just me showing a different side of me where I'm like singing, rapping, trying to get in that different bag. Oh, I'm not so mean. This is me in love. This is me when I like somebody and I gotta go. So I like that song too. Something chill for everybody. And number 3, I love all my music. Damn.
Yeah, just to introduce them, like
Shenron. It came out this month.
Right.
The anime bag of music is hard right now. I'm a big DBZ fan, so Shenron.
Oh yeah, come on,
hard ass hook.
That's hard.
Hard ass verses. I'm gonna be doing a visual for it, but it's not gonna be for a little bit. But it's already out. My brother did the graphic artwork on that song cover, so yep, that one too. Those would be my big 3 I'd recommend.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z and the wrestling like references. Yeah, that's hard. It's hard. Like you kind of give an audience in a way. Like I say, men can be fans as well the same way. Just hearing your bars and how you break it down. It ain't just like you drop a song. Oh, that's a record just for females. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
when you hear
for everybody.
Rated E, real talk. Rated E, real talk. So I'm gonna ask you a question though, as just being an artist, like what does music just mean to you in general? Like, how does it feel to know you're part of a unique group of people, as I mentioned earlier, and those who have a gift to create, shape their world, in their art, like shape your own world.
It feels great. I don't know. It's like everything I wanted, everything that I manifested, everything that I prayed for. When you really can wake up and your desires are attainable and they're touchable and you're just working so hard. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, but it's a blessing. It's a blessed way to feel overwhelmed. So I just feel excited every day, like Christmas every day for me. Like, what's next? What's next? What's next? I'm just in this very happy phase. I feel like no one can strip me of this. You ever feel like that where people are trying to like strip you of your confidence and you just feel like you're on a good ass run and there's like one person or somebody that tries to strip you of your confidence and drain you and make you and question what you're doing and make you question what you're doing? I don't question what I'm doing at all.
Yeah, like maybe early on, but right now I feel like I'm humbly confident, you know what I'm saying? Especially with everything that's just been happening with me recently, like, and just align with me. Like, I know like I'm doing a part. I think when I had the label situation, I had a situation where I demo shot my music with record labels back in 2012. This is before like social media and stuff. So it's like I always give an athlete perspective. Like I've been playing basketball all my life, and then I get to college, and now like you telling me the NBA, I ain't never look at me. Like I would have felt some type of way. I'm young, if I'm like 21 at the time. So it's like for them to do that, I'm like, it made me feel like, okay, I'm in the NBA draft. You know what I mean? At least I made it to the draft. And like, I felt like if they probably would have said something different about my music, that probably would have been the thing that discouraged me, because it's like, damn, like Atlantic and Def Jam, they ain't, or they ain't G Unit, ain't like, but then I ain't got nothing but good stuff back. So when that happened, that messed my head up and just was like, just keep going. Like, that was just a situation was just like I say, the industry, I always tell people it's all on like it's still based on all on who you know, like and stuff like that.
It
So
is. You could be the most talented. You could be full of talented that you're overflowing with talent, and just
yeah.
because you don't know the right people, you're fucked.
Yeah. And like back then, you had to have an agent. You had to know an agent to go to New York and sit down with these labels and
And
stuff. It ain't
Travis,
like how
now it's just everything's so much at the click of a finger. People
yeah.
are too accessible. How you said earlier, it's diluted. It's crazy,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. But how you said humbly confident. You have to remain
Yeah.
that.
You can't tell me nothing. I'm on my Kanye right now. Real talk. I
I'm
ain't
always
allowing
on
no.
my Kanye.
You got to. I'm gonna show up my shoulder like Kanye, like real talk. I'm literally like Kanye when he got on stage with Taylor Swift. You ain't gonna play with me, like real talk.
I'm like when he's like, you don't talk to no grown ass superhero like that. Like
Real, you gotta have some yay in you. Like I respect that because he a creative genius, no doubt.
For sure.
But yeah, like far as like I ain't got nothing but good energy though. Like I don't like you say, even if bad energy, I just don't pay attention because I got so much else going on where I can't just stop and just, you know what I mean? Like I just keep going. Like that stuff don't even bother me at this point. I feel like I'm on the 50th floor and you way down there trying to get my attention. Like I'm looking over the balcony watching you, you know what I mean? And you just mad because I'm up there.
I catch myself sometimes in these Kanye rants, and I'll never be sorry about them.
Yeah.
I just live my life in the open. I'll be on these rants like I had somebody talking shit about me that was nowhere near what I'm on and had got back to me, and I was in Miami at the time on a top floor penthouse type shit, and then I
Come
went
on, man.
out on the balcony, and I was like, "Nigga, you down there?" I was like ranting on my story, like, "Nigga, you shouldn't even have my name in your mouth when it can't make it up here." Like I just got hella fucking mad
I'm
one day.
telling you.
I'm a cool ass motherfucker. So when I be hearing people saying, oh da da da, oh da da da, like I'll hear stuff like, oh, like she thinks she's the shit now, and I do think I'm the shit, and I thought I was the shit then too. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like when you hear people say that something like, oh, like she thinks she's a shit or he thinks he's a shit. It's like that's a hater.
Yeah, and then it's all right though, because haters, that's just their role in life. They just gotta be that's their position. They gotta play their position. You know, we can't do nothing. It's always gonna be something that like somebody gonna say something about something always. But like I said, we just left Miami. Like I be freestyle. I be all over the place. But one thing I said, I was like, we just throw Coachella concerts, front row, free. You get free tickets. You ain't gotta sit in the nosebleeds. I'm gonna give it to you right here on stage so you can see me, like, so you can see all my greatness and see how I'm moving. Real talk, free concert. You ain't gotta pay nothing. Just watch.
You're nice. I want motherfuckers to see me on a TV screen.
Real
Kiss my
talk.
ass and get booty juice drunk. My dad used to always say that. Tell a motherfucker, kiss your ass and get booty juice drunk and watch me from wherever you can.
Yeah, I swear it just be sick, you know what I'm saying? Especially when they knew they had a position that they could have played, that y'all could have worked hand in hand together with, and they didn't keep their end up. Now they gotta watch you, like you say, you just do it. Shoot your jump shots.
Crumble that motherfucker up, throw it garbage. They can't. Yeah, people play themselves out of position every day.
Yeah, and it's all right. They're not supposed to be there. It's just what it is, It's like they say the world don't revolve around you, but it really do because it's your world. Like your perspective.
But who
And
the fuck is it supposed to revolve around, nigga? Gary from up the street, bro? Like, no, it revolves around me.
Yeah, real talk. Like people will be sitting there like, and you don't understand it. Like I'm not living in the same world you live in, especially as a creative. I don't just go with everything that everybody doing. Like I got my own, you know what I mean, my own destination, my own route, my own lane. Like I ain't in traffic. Y'all in traffic over there because y'all trying to follow the next thing,
Yep.
So being a female artist in the music industry can be challenging. How do you navigate being in a male-dominated space? Like, especially as someone who's not just, a pretty face, but a skilled lyricist with a lot to offer.
So I feel like my talent helps because a lot of girls, they don't got it. So they go in there cute and they gotta do other stuff to get other places. I shut it the fuck down. First of all, I only work in professional environments, engineers. I don't fuck around. So I think that is who you surround yourself with, number one. So being a female in the industry, I'm never gonna go around people that are gonna try to have me doing some weird shit. I'm not My soul ain't for sale. My pussy ain't for sale. Nothing's for sale. So I just stay around professionals at all times. Yeah, I can't even think of a time that I've just like had an unprofessional experience. I've had artists reach out that wanted more than what I was willing to give them. You know, no name drops, and that's the only unfortunate part. I have missed out on some collabs because niggas wanted more than what they was gonna get. But did I lose sleep at night? No, I'll be sleeping good as hell, knowing that I stood on my values and my principles. So it's really how you carry yourself and who you surround yourself with.
Big facts. You know what I mean? Like you are who you surround yourself with, you know. And like I say, it's just like knowing how dope you is as an artist and stuff like that. You don't have to take no shortcut. It's like how you say women that don't have the talent, they gotta take every shortcut they get, and then it's not necessarily meaning they're gonna get something out of it. It's so many people offer so many different things, and it ain't happening like that, you know. And this
Absolutely.
industry is a monster for real, you
Second I
know.
put a
If
price
you
on myself is the second I'm not gonna get no motherfucking where.
Yeah, like you say, because it's like you know your potential and your value. You know what I'm saying? Like your value is priceless just because of, like I say, you coming in the game, you did what you did, you work hard, you know, for what you do. So you can't allow nobody to come and just strip all that. Like you self-made.
Yeah, I don't want no low level feature in exchange for some sexual favors. I'm cool, bro. Good night. Clock out.
Mhm. So for someone who's just starting their journey in the music industry, what advice would you give them based on, you know, the things you learned from your own experience?
Be delusional about your dreams. Keep working hard every single day. When you have a bad day, make it a good one. When you start to not believe, slap the shit out yourself. Like just stay focused. That's my best advice. Don't get cocky. Stay humble. Just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and show that in your work ethic. Show that with dedication. Show that just by everything that you're doing. Put some money into your shit. Stop thinking. Stop recording out your bedroom with your shitty ass equipment. Go to the studio. Get a good song. Get it mixed. You know, like just elevate every chance that you can. Take it as serious as you can because this is the only life that you're going to remember living. And you don't want to be 60 wishing that you would have tried a little bit harder when you had the chance. So just try hard now and make the most of every day.
Yeah, you don't want to be a has been that nobody don't remember. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
it has been that never been, you know, like
Yeah, nobody even remember. You know what I mean? Like, but now facts though, like you know, like I say, I feel like the biggest thing is like you say the investment on self too. You know, but when you aligning yourself with the right people and you know certain things, like you know, it's a journey as an independent artist at first, you know, until you meet the right people where, okay, I'm putting money in myself and then I'm actually seeing some out of this. Or I connected with the industry folk that for real on that. Like, I feel like that's where I'm at in my stage. I've made a lot of good investments, you know what I mean? But I feel like now it's like, okay, the door done open where I'm here now, you know, humbly, you know, and it's just like, all I want to do is just help people, you know, the same as we've been running this platform for 3 years now. I always been an artist, but it's just like what I'm doing and what I'm creating is like a big family. You feel me? And it's just like everybody's connected. The power of unity and teamwork is everything, especially in the industry. Like everybody got to work together. You can't do it all by yourself, you know?
For so long I thought I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna work, and one day I'm just gonna blow and then like just go viral and blow. And then I
Yeah.
had to really take a like step back and learn there's so much more behind the scenes that I'm not even realizing.
Well,
And I'm
yeah.
like,
For
God
real.
damn, like, you know, like I got some homies that's big, and just because they big, I can't expect them to put me on. I've still been putting in the work alone, you know. But I see it,
Mhm.
I see what they do, and I see that it's never as simple as it looks. That's why I'm like, you just gotta keep working hard and put like the main thing is investing that chunk of money in yourself because we can't keep dropping on SoundCloud. We need distros, you know what I mean? We need
Yeah.
good quality music that's coming out. So that original investment in yourself is the one because you will find people that's willing to either give you connections or willing to invest in you as well because you showing I'll put it all on the line for me. So why wouldn't somebody else, you know, do the same?
Yeah. Nah, for real, you know, all it takes is the right people that been put in position to do that, you know, because like I said, it's a lot of folk I see that run around wearing certain titles and trying to get over on artists and all type of stuff. Like it's crazy, you know. But yeah, that's the major thing though. You feel me? It's just like knowing the business. It's so much in the business, you know, behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know. Like a person that's not in it, like fans or people that just enjoy the music but don't do it, they just look at everything for what they see on the outside, but don't even know behind the scenes. People got to get their publishing together. It's a lot going on, and it look good, but it's so much business.
Chain of events that has to all
Telling
line.
you. Yeah, and it's an ongoing learning thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Still love it
always
every
gotta
day, you
learn.
know. Something new to learn every day. I love it every day.
Facts. So let's talk about the first time you did go viral. Like, how did it feel, you know, to react, you know, to that level of visibility, and how did you manage to keep your consistency up after finding that lane?
Oh wow. Okay, so the first time I went viral, it was TikTok. And it was just
Yeah.
like, you know, just looking good, just doing little lip sync sounds, and it just meow. And the followers just kept pouring in. And you know what I did? I closed the app for the whole day because I was like, what the hell? It was like every second notification. I went from 800 followers to like 25,000 in 24 hours. And I was like, holy shit. So
Yeah,
I
that's
just,
wild.
you find the niche. They like that I have a body on me. Okay. You know, you ain't getting no OnlyFans, but I'll look good though. And I'll keep doing the sounds and I'll keep up with the niche. Eventually, I did something on Instagram. Oh, what the fuck? I think it was just like a meme video. And
Yeah.
that went viral because it was like some Jesus sound, like, hey, they were clapping. And I was like dancing, and they were like, how dare you use the Lord's music? Oh, it was so fucking funny. And that shit got like over a million views. And like the followers just keep pouring in from that. And I got to the point where I gauged it. Like, you know, bitches did worse for less. Bitches did worse for more. Kim Kardashian. So
Yeah,
why would
real
I not
talk.
utilize my looks? I don't have to be nude. I just don't have to hide myself. And just if these thirsty ass niggas want to watch me on a platform, you go listen to this music too. And I might be able to get a small percentage of the larger percentage there, but that's still a percentage.
Nah, facts, big facts. Like your music, anything you do, like TikTok and Insta, all that's gonna grab that stuff in the algorithm. So it's important for real. Like all that stuff count.
I learned the hard way. I always was like, I don't want to have to sexualize myself, but the female rap industry is completely sexualized.
It's you know what I
Last
mean. Like you
female
say,
rapper
we go from
wasn't sexualized was Debrat, and they still try to sexualize her. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It is what the
yeah.
fuck it is. If you can't beat them, join them, but it don't change the talent behind the person.
Nah, fresh. Like they actually like, you know, you did see Lil Kim do her thing, Trina did her thing, whatever, but they can actually flow. You feel me? Like that's just, you know, but now it's just like, you know, how they look at it now in the
Now
industry,
it's
like
sexual as fuck with no bars, and I don't care. I don't care like that Ice Spice shit. I don't like shit like
oh
that.
yeah, I ain't even paid. I just was like, where did she come from? That's how I was thinking. Like, who is
She needs
this?
to go back where she came from. I don't like whenever she popped.
Industry plant,
I'm a hater and stuff, but it's like no fucking bars and just looks. And
industry plant.
just looks. And it's like that's great. Get your bag. You fucking trying to ruin the name of hip hop. Like I don't know what's happening. Like you just said, Lil Kim and them bitches was bad. They was spitting
What?
and you know.
You better not play with them. Yeah, real talk. Um, so like earlier you mentioned, you know, you traveled a lot for business, especially from the West Coast to the South. Like, how is it adjusting, you know, the different regions, you know, in their culture? Like, was there any particular trip that's a city that stood out to you? You know, I'm pretty sure that's a culture shock going from Cali and
Miami,
then coming down south.
Miami, I was their culture shock. I'm not even gonna fucking hold you.
It be
My
like
body
that.
natural and
Real
all that
talk.
stuff, and they're like plastic Barbies everywhere. So when I went out there, all
Mhm.
these guys left and right, like they're in their cars, they're breaking their necks out their window, they're honking at me, they're pulling over. Like I felt like I was more than who I ever was in my entire life the first time I went to Miami. It was a definitely a change for me. I couldn't walk nowhere. I had guys putting cameras in my face and then getting mad when I was like putting my hand up. They all had no fucking clue who I was. They just seen how I looked, and I was just getting jocked from left to right. Left to right. I could not believe it. I love Miami. So
You ain't
that was
lying.
probably the biggest place I went to where it was like everybody was paying attention, everybody was locked in, everybody was focused. But I have been to Texas, I've been um to Nevada a lot. And it's just nice. I live everywhere else I go, I have a great time. But as far as just like attention wise and like all these eyes on me, like definitely Miami was crazy. It's crazy every time. I've been so many times now.
Yeah, I always feel like when you leave where you from, whatever, and you travel somewhere, you literally like an alien. When you go travel, like from like, say for instance, I went from Florida to Minnesota, like they not used to this down south or nothing like that. So it's like I just say a couple words and for like what, like you know what I mean, or like you say attention wise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know? But nah, facts. I feel like that's the most pivotal point though, in anybody in life, not even artistry, is for you to get outside of where you from and go see the rest of the world and change your perspective a little bit. Like I feel like when people be stuck where they from, like I always say, like I'm not a fish in a bowl no more. You know, I'm from West
Yeah, that's
Atlanta. I'm
called
from
small town syndrome, where you scared to get out your city and experience different things and try to do shit somewhere else because you got that small town syndrome where you feel like if it can't happen here, it can't happen anywhere else. It can happen everywhere else, baby. And I'm here to tell you that everywhere else.
Yeah, nah, facts. You know what I mean? I always say, like, I'm a shark now. You can't put me in the fishbowl. I done been all around, you feel me, and ungrew. So it's like that same mentality. I ain't on that type of time no more. And it's always people be saying, like, well, my city don't do this and do that and all that. Like, okay, but it's gonna be the strangers that support you too. You know what I mean? Don't just rely on your local audience to pop you out.
Yeah,
they'll circle back. They'll circle back around when they see Kayla AK and all. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I know. Oh, I went to school." Or boom, boom.
And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, man, you can't see me, boy. You can't see the kid.
Oh man, it's just I don't know why it's like that, but you know, it's for real. So, if you had to like, all right. So we're gonna get to the stage performance and stuff like that. You know, so. When you're on stage and you know the crowd is vibing or whatever, like how does that energy feel? Like, is there a specific, you know, type of connection like you're looking for in the audience when you perform?
No, I am so used to. I've only done a few performances, but I'm so used to people not actually giving a fuck. They be there to eat and do other shit. They're not there for me. They're there for somebody else.
Yeah.
So when I am performing, I treat every performance like it's a sold out arena because
That too.
that's what I want to give out. Yeah. So I do connect with the audiences. I'll be looking at them in their eyes, be rapping lyrics to them. I got big eyes, so I'll be like all up in their grill, you know, like. But I feel like I fare well. Like every time I perform, I've always had a great response, and a lot of people that will come up to me after. I'm just like I end up staying hella later than I'm supposed to stay, connecting with the crowd and stuff. Like I love shit like that, but I would prefer to have a big enough of a crowd to where I don't have to meet everybody after.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah. It's
I told
coming.
you I'm antisocial, so it'd be like a lot of people are individually coming up to me like, oh, da, da. And I'm so grateful. And it's just like my heart's full, my anxiety's up, and I'm just like, what the fuck going on? You know, I'm always grateful.
Nah, facts though. Nah, I respect the humbleness. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, like they put their ego over their talent. You feel me? They might not even be just as talented like that, but they just like overly be feeling like I understand sometimes you gotta speak it, you know, believe it and live it. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, to really be,
you know,
yeah, but like to really be somebody like notable or just in this industry, you gotta have some humbleness. I mean, you can come in, but if you just making bad relationships in the name for yourself, people ain't gonna want to work with you. You know what I mean? So also, is there any memorable experiences you had, you know, like any standout moments, you know, in the industry that you could talk about?
That I can talk about is the question.
Yeah.
Damn, that I can say.
Like something that's memorable that you always gonna be like, yeah, this moment, you feel me? Like it was a highlight in my career.
Honestly, recently, when I went back out to Vegas to record, I hadn't recorded with this engineer in a minute, but I ran into him on a fluke because there was a studio being hella weird when I was trying to record the first time. And then I was trying to find any studio I could in Vegas because I was shooting a video, and the song had something wrong with it. So I had to redo the whole song the day of the shoot. Find this studio, find this guy, Meek, And we banged the song out, mixed, mastered in an hour. I recorded, recorded, mixed, and mastered. And the next time I came to Vegas, a few weeks ago, he was talking so highly of me that a lot of people came down just wanting the chance to meet me and see me in action and stuff. And I've never had people like wanting to come meet me and wanting to watch me do what I do. And that's one of those moments where you're like, damn, I really low key am who I think I am. Like, I'm talented. People want to come and fuck with it. And it's just, like I said, it's just my heart be so full. Like, I couldn't be any more humble and grateful than I already am. And people like can mistake sometimes ego with anxiety. So I'm, very much learning how to be like, oh, hey, because I'm used to just everything closed, nobody comes into my stuff. But I'm trying to be receptive of anybody who's showing love. So that was a very great experience. And they were just saying how my engineer was saying I was one of the best artists he ever worked with, and he was just saying nothing but great things about me and my work ethic and just how hard I go. And I was just like, oh, the Grinch's heart grew 3 times in size,
Real talk.
People
You
that you
feel
work
me?
with speak good on you, because people can be very snaky and shifty. And
Uh-huh.
to hear a plethora of amazing comments he had to say about me, it was much love and much respect gained, and I'll always remember that moment.
Real spill. Hey, shout out to Art for you, Filthy Humans. He said talking shit from the balcony is hilarious.
And I gotta do it. Gotta do it.
Man, shout out to Billy World too. You feel me, my boy? Filmed by Billy. So what are some non-negotiable principles or values you stand on when it comes to the business side of music, whether it's working with labels, collaborations, or how you navigate contracts, Because we gotta have boundaries set.
The number one thing my brother always says is don't ever let them get the one up on you. So you're not getting the one up on my masters, you're not getting nothing, you ain't getting shit. So you gotta look out. I will not ever negotiate like my discography. I want to make sure I'm in control of my music. I want to make sure if I'm signing any contracts, I'm gonna eat for life. I'm gonna eat for life. So my non-negotiables is anything that has to do with selling my soul, giving anybody a higher percentage than I'm getting, and I need to be where the money's at forever. Like, I don't want money for a year. I don't want money for 2 years. I need money forever. And I would never disappoint if I was signed, So it's not like I'm not gonna make the money, but I need it. And I want them getting 60-70% of what the fuck should be going to me and my team, So it's just making sure that I got the upper hand in every situation I'm in. I'm not a desperate person that's looking to be signed. If I got to be independent for life, I'll do that before I ever give somebody control of anything I got going on. So non-negotiable.
Yeah, it's always a big difference though with like that sound like an artist contract because independent really is a lot of the way right now, and like how I look at it is, if you remember what Cash Money and No Limit did back then, they got distribution deal. So it's like, so it's like with artist contracts that come with the I own your artist name, or we all seen the horror stories of people don't own their names. You know who they is. We all know who they is, but they don't own a property of that artist name, or they have to rebrand themselves because they got jacked because the artist contract really just be like, okay, I like what you're doing or something like that, but if I make this happen for you, or I get the opportunity because you're an investment, it's like you gonna owe me this, so we locked in on this. So a lot of artists they get money from like doing shows, touring, and all that because it got to be some recoup type of situation. Like I'm gonna give you a gem right now too. Shout out to For the Culture Worldwide. You feel me? We just love Miami, so a little situation going on with Cardi B right now. She owes her producer, which is Swift on Demand. And Swift on Demand is the reason that Cardi B is who she is today. The reason why she rich, the reason why she's Cardi B. And she owed him a lot of money. So the manager basically messed over a situation and stuff like that. So the producer, he like, hey, he reaching out to her. She talking crazy, like how she really is, like on so like that's her personality, like we seeing all this stuff. So he like, bro, they paid like $11 million for an NDA, like the label. They sales paid $11 million just so that information don't come out about him being the reason for her career and producing all them beats and stuff like that and writing them music. So with that happening, she just recently, a lot of artists, like 300 artists got dropped from Atlantic. She's one of them. So now she's in debt and she owes money. Like I say, everybody else wouldn't pay attention to that because if they're not in the business, they're gonna just think Cardi B just Cardi B. She got leverage just be being Cardi B. But behind the scenes,
example of like independent artistry, just independence in general, and who I study a lot is Russ is a primary example of a profitable independent artist.
Russ.
He makes his own beats. He makes he's producing, mixing, mastering, and he's the motherfucker on the song. He does small deals, like not deals where he's giving up a percentage of his shit. He does these small deals. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm so locked in, it would have to be money only.
Oh yeah. Nah, big fact.
Go have them turn the Rumble one out there and see if it's the pre-show or not. Because I don't know if it's the pre-show or if it's like 3 on the dot. Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, you good. So I ain't gonna hold it too much long. You feel? I'm probably gonna tap in too because I ain't even know.
Yes, watch the Rumble so I can fucking message you and talk shit all fucking all the whole time.
So if you had to describe your journey as an artist in the movie, what kind of film would it be, and what would the plot look like?
I say like Pineapple Express, one of my
that was that
favorite
movie. Dog,
where it's like it's hell of a fucking journey,
dog.
Hell of a journey, right? And you're just getting fucking high the whole time. You know, I just
Seth Rogen was funny as hell in that movie. Like he one of my favorite
we just
ones.
end up at the Waffle House, you know, at the end, and everything's all good. We just got to get to the Waffle House.
Wait, then buddy he was almost dead in there when they mentioned the Waffle House.
It's exactly like that because everything ended up going good for them at the end of the movie. They ended up like having their dreams chased and all that good stuff, but they had a hell of a journey.
Man,
homie was on radio doing radio shows after and shit, you know, like oh, that's a great movie.
Nah, it was funny to me. It was just like keeping up with the chaos of what they had to go through, you know, just from
much.
Nah, I might have to watch that again too. But so everybody need a support system who has been in your corner, you know, cheering you on and supporting you throughout your career. You know, you got to get on their shine, let them get their shine on.
My brother, he over there. Shout out to David. Shout out, bro. Thank you. That's my number one supporter. My other brother, Kevin, my 2 little cousins that I took in 2 years ago to help raise after my grandma had a stroke. They're big, like all of like, oh my God. Everybody's just so in-house, in family, and it's just such a small group of people. My mom's and my couple of friends, you know, Aldo, Chua, April, just only a few people, and that's all I ever will need in my life. It's all I will ever need in my life is these people, because you don't really need validation in life, but to have a group of friends that genuinely and family that genuinely supports you. They're not like, oh, I'm trying to get on. They're like, no, we trying to make you feel confident so you can get on because we want to see you win. I want to see everybody that I love win, and they want to see me win just as much. And I think that that's the kind of people that artists should be around, you know?
Big facts, you know what I mean? When it comes to everything else, like how you say people will always be like, hey, put me on or do this for me and all that type of stuff. Like, I'm one of the ones already. Like, you can't come, like, I feel like if I could hear a person accolades, be interviewing them and all this stuff. I ain't gonna say, hey, start the interview and be like, hey, bro, put me on. Like, just I don't care nothing about what's going on. Just put me on. Like, nah, I want the people like, if it align right and you feel like I deserve something, you gonna come and give me the opportunity. You feel me? Like, and then I feel like I deserve it way more. You feel me? Because
you came and offered it to me. I didn't have to pester you for type shit.
Right. Nah, actually. So looking ahead, what are some things you want to manifest for yourself before the end of the year? You know, as we have you on manifesting and stuff like that. Like, what do you feel is going to happen for you in 2025 and how are you working towards it?
I'm speaking into existence one of my most prosperous years. My platform will become more prominent. I will get more exposure. I'm hoping to do some tours, keep putting out these great songs, great visuals, and tap into this mainstream sound so that I just become the most marketable person that I could be. So that is 2025. I will become my most known and most marketable That's what I'm striving for all year.
Big fact. So along with everything, this music journey is not a walk in the park, or just sticking to something for a long time. It's more like the floor is lava, where only the strong survivors run, or staying committed, So how does Kayla K stay committed though after all these years to your passion?
Cause you gotta stay true to yourself. You gotta, oh my gosh, like I would get depressed if I didn't. And I have gotten like that where you falling off of your alignment, and you're like, why do I feel so down in the dumps? It's because you've fallen off your path. I just really appreciate life, and that keeps me on my path at all times. Just appreciating every second of life that you're given.
Real talk. How you gotta do it for real, like really be in the moment and realize, like, especially paying attention to the signs, and certain things happen along the journey. It's like I remember back in this, and then that sign back then, if somebody spoke something good on you or something like that, and years later, it can be years later, you look back like, damn, somebody, like people put that on me, you feel me? And now it's happening, Like you just gotta stay true, like you say, stay true to your plan and stick to what you're doing, like. Anybody in the way to get ran over pretty much.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't get in my way. Everybody be around me like, Kayla AK, you're a legend. AK, you're this. Like, this is gonna be your year. I just did an interview podcast on the Matty Ice show that should be out in a couple weeks here. And he had no idea who I was, and I came up in there on my shit. You feel me? I rapped, did my whole thing, and it was like, damn, this gonna be your year. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
Her.
Real talk.
Her, nigga.
Facts. I gotta co-sign that, cause like I say, just hearing that one song and then hearing some more songs, just hearing like I say, the lyricism and how you put your craft together, your like everything. Like I'm big on that. So I'm like, yeah, I can vouch. We ain't just talking about no Itsy Bitsy Spider type of situation, how these artists is now. We talking about a well-developed song and crafted, ready to go, like art for real.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. You know it.
So before we wrap up, like I say, we want to give you your flowers. We appreciate you sharing your story with us, planting your seeds in our garden, and that others can grow from. That's what this is about. Each one teach one, us inspiring each other so we can keep going up. It's that family, that positive platform, So you definitely gave a lot of inspiration. You're inspiring people with your journey. So before we wrap it up, though, like when you hear the word underdog, what does that mean to you, and how does it resonate with your story, your personal journey?
Oh man, hearing the word underdog, being referenced to as an underdog is something that I've heard for so long. I've never taken offense to it because people should always expect the unexpected. And if you're seeing somebody as an underdog, you're basically, you're kind of like a nuke. Like, when you gonna pop off? When you gonna pop out? Never underestimate the underdog. It's a lesson that's been taught throughout times. You feel me? So being an underdog to me just means I'm next. I'm next and I'm now. So at this point, motherfuckers better expect the expected. And shout out to all the underdogs that's out there getting it in every day. Don't let anybody keep you in that category, because the underdog always gonna come out on top. Just wait for you to come out on top every
Real
time.
talk. Now, I don't like them people that be forgetting where they came from, because they act like they weren't no underdog before. Like everybody just knew them out the gate, unless you was born into with a silver spoon and you came up in a wealthy family and stuff. But even that, it's like them kids, like you say, like you could have a artist as a parent or something, they be real successful, but that's their success. You know what I mean? Like everybody know you as their kid, but it's not the same level of are you them too. You know what I mean? Like you gotta always build your own and stand on your own too.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
real talk.
Never forget where you came from. I think the journey is the most important part of your character.
Yeah, and that's what we stand on. That's what we built this from. But like I say, it was definitely an honor, to have you on, to have you take time out your schedule as you get ready for the World Rumble. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's going down, you did. But
It's been a pleasure. I'm glad you had me. Again, this is an example of just simple conversations and communication can lead to anything. So anybody who's watching, again, closed mouths don't get fed. Opportunity could be a message away. Don't be scared and put
real
yourself
talk.
out there more.
Real
Shout out
talk,
to
you know what I
Underdawg's
mean?
pod, nigga.
Like I say, this a family over here, you know what I mean? So we locked in, we tied in. We like to do wellness check on people to make sure, hey, y'all still on point, you know, like y'all doing what y'all doing, you know, because we all in this together, you know, we all
I'll
in the
be out
race.
in Atlanta in March too, so I'm lining up one of those from the block performances. So I'll be
Oh,
out.
yeah. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what it is, you feel me? And I'm gonna send you something too you might be interested in. I don't know if you've seen it already, but it's like the cinematic acapella type of performance. I just noticed them, but they hard. You gonna like it. Like soon as you see, you're gonna be like, oh yeah. Then they building up their momentum. So I say, bro, let me go on and drop my bread on it before they start going up, because I see what's happening.
They be quick, the platforms be quick to go up. Yeah, send that to me.
I'm trying to tell you, but yeah, you're gonna definitely like that one for sure, because I got one scheduled like Sunday coming up and stuff. But like I say, you know, we locked in. Like I say, we always do return episodes just to tap in on the journey and stuff. But I'm also seeing some more information too. I was hollering at you a little bit and stuff, but it's definitely be some, you know, it's an opportunity you could look over and stuff like that and just give you an outlet, you know, to push your music out through them and stuff.
First, let's talk more. Again, thank you so much for having me.
Big facts. Y'all already know what it is. Season 7, episode 13. We had the Jack of all trades featuring recording artist / content creator Cali's own Kayla AK. Appreciate you, Queen. We're gonna chop it up.
We're gonna chop it up. Y'all take care.
Adios.
Gold mouth, rabbit on my teeth. I got carrots. Open up a mouth and she got vocals sound like Janet. Marble on the floors, but the kitchen counter granted. Lean color perk, you would think it's pomegranate. I see flying saucers finna roll another planet. It will fall in place if it's meant to be organic. I got crazy lingo, you would think I'm speaking Spanish. I'm something like a pie, never leave without the cannon.
I'm enlightened, I got stones around my neck. If you pay attention, I teach her how to earn respect. I walk around with a tag like I'm mad at the rail. People do any damn thing for a check. So what if you got signed labels, throw them on the shelf? I don't ask for help, I just go within myself. Hard times I prevail, I bust up out my shell. I let my nuts hang, cause it don't got no curfew.
Gold mouth, rabbit on my teeth, I got carrots. Open up a mouth and she got vocals sound like Janet. Marble on